To have you on our show, and thanks for listening to Love in the Morning on Love 99.5. I mean, you've heard the regional minister say that, listen, we cannot decongest the CBD up until the central market is completed. You live in Kumasi, and I'm sure you've lived in Kumasi almost all your life. What do you make of what he said? And why do you think we don't have what it takes to be able to move traders off the pavements or even decongest the CBD?
Yeah, David, good morning once again. If I heard you right, I can hardly hear you, but I think you were talking about the decongestion of the Kumasi metropolis, right?
The part of the question I asked, yes.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. It's part of the question I asked. You go ahead.
Okay. Now, I think I heard a voice that you played earlier of the Honorable Regional Minister saying that there's nothing that they can do with regards to the hawkers and people who are operating their business on the pedestrian walks within the central business district. And I feel so sad about what the regional minister is saying. You see, David, some of our politicians will understand that we did not employ them to come and explain problems to us. We've given them that position with the hope that they can think and get things done for us. So trying to point us to the problems and so on, it's neither here nor there. It's untenable. You see, we have a regional minister who appears not to be ingenious in prosecuting the job that he has been assigned to do. How is he going to manage it? David, for example, if your house is under renovation and it has affected your bathroom and your toilet, it doesn't mean you should turn the backyard of your house into a toilet and a bathroom. If they cannot manage what is going on now, there is no way when the central market is completed, they can manage the situation. You should also understand that, look, when you have two variables, right, and you hold one in constant position, what will happen to the other? I'm tempted to say the regional minister is inept. He doesn't know what he has to do. We have like you mentioned earlier, we have several markets within the Kumasi metropolis. So what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
So what do you think the problem really is? You've talked about the fact that maybe the regional minister doesn't...
What have they been able to do about it? All over there's fields and whatever it is. Nothing has been done. And I don't even understand why people should be allowed to walk around the new Kilita market. And there's hawking going on both in and outside of the market. So when he's saying that we should manage it, he should explain to us what kind of management does he want to put in place.
PV, tell me this. And I was asking the same question of Erasmus a while ago. In Accra, Henry Quarter is able to take decisions, stand by the decisions, implement or apply them, and he's getting results. And in fact, many people are patting him on the back. Why can't we do the same here in Kumasi or Ashanti?
You asked a very good question. Even if you don't know, nothing stops you from learning from what somebody has been able to do. And Henry Quarter started this in about 2 years ago. What has our regional minister been doing here? Nothing. You see, the nature of the problem in Kumasi, there is no way anybody in charge can resolve it when you decide not to bring the stakeholders on board. So we need a regional minister who will be able to call all the political players onto the table. Because you see, you cannot resolve some of these issues without involving the party leadership in the region. When I say party leadership, I mean all the political parties. You call NDC, you call CPP, you call MPP. Because the people involved in that thing, they are their people. So when they realize that, look, this time it's a collective action. So nobody can go and stand somewhere here in Twaba, Mapame and so on. It's not going to work again.
But PV, sincerely, answer this question for me. If you look at the response and the praise that Henry Quarter is getting in Accra for what he's done or what he's doing, are you saying that if same is done here, people will not vote? I'm thinking that people rather hail the regional minister, hail the mayor, hail the various,
people will vote because you see, for all we know, they know exactly what is good for us, and nobody appears to be doing it. So once you start, that's why I said, even if you don't have the mind to do it, when somebody starts doing it and the person is achieving results, nothing stops you from doing same. So what has our regional minister do? Has he even engaged the traders? Like I said earlier, if you have two variables, and the variables here are the buyer and the seller. If you hold the seller in constant position, what happens to the buyer? Or if you hold the buyer in constant position, what happens to the seller? None of these things have been put in place. He can't even improvise to get some of these things done. And you are saying that not until the credit market have been completed. And these credit markets have not factored in the hawkers. So what is he talking about?
No, but even whether it has factored them in or not, we'll have several satellite markets. Why don't we make use of them? Now, these markets that will spend the taxpayers' money to...
That's the point I'm trying to make. That
hold on, BV. Hold on, BV for me. These markets that have been constructed, my concern is...
Like what? It is because he doesn't have the political way to do it. That's the reason. Henry Cotter started from his own constituency. And he said, you've elected me to go and do the right thing. So if I've now seen the right thing that I have to do, then I will start it from my own backyard. And what shows that they are going to vote him out? No. Now all the flooding that has been taking place at Alaju and Eldron has stopped. So who is going to vote against Henry Cotter? Even common sense should tell whoever is managing Kumasi, the regional minister, and so on and so forth. Look, you can even introduce peak hours and off-peak hours. That, let's say from 7 o'clock in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening, no truck can enter the central business district to offload or load. So that when they are moving from the port, they will calculate. You provide adequate lighting, adequate security, so that from 7 p.m. in the evening to, let's say, 6 p.m. in the morning, this offloading and loading can take place, and they'll be protected as well.
That's exactly what is in the bylaws. Unfortunately,